Hai, welcome to Kremés podcast.
Podcast yang paling receh and garing, but maybe informative too, depending on the day.
I'm T.
And I'm A.
Semoga podcast ini bisa nemenin lo.
And hope you enjoy the episode. Halo semuanya, welcome back again to another episode of Kremés. Hari ini balik lagi ke A-rated series. Tapi kali ini, drumroll.
Well, I kind of gave it away by saying hello.
True.
Hey guys, it's T.
T is with me. Soalnya kita lagi mau ngomongin tentang Disney. Jadi dia gak mau kelewatan juga. Gak dong, bercanda. Soalnya kali ini gue pengen juga nanya opininya T. Karena this time is not just one movie that I'm gonna be reviewing, but instead I'm gonna combine what I do best, which is feels, with movies that I love, which is Disney. Jadi buat semua yang mungkin tahu aku di real life, you guys know how much I love Disney, and pretty much grew up with it, whether it's Disney Channel original movies or even the one like Pixar and stuff like that. Jadi kita ngomongin Disney-nya yang princess aja. Kita nggak akan, not really princess actually. Kita ngomongin Disney-nya yang Disney aja. Jadi kita nggak ngomongin Marvel atau Star Wars atau The Friends ya. Maybe Disney/Pixar. Maybe depending on what we answer. So for me right now kita lagi mau ngomongin. Jadi ada different topic ya guys. Kita bakal ngobrolin movie apa yang bikin your go-to movie. Jadi kayak movie yang selalu setiap kali mainin kamu, you can always watch it kind of situation. Which movie is your comfort movie? So like, kalau misalnya lagi gak enak badan, atau misalnya lagi happy, lagi sedih, every time you just go for that comfort movie. Which movie you watch to be happy? Jadi kalau misalnya lagi sedih, nonton ini untuk bikin lebih happy, atau kayak ganti mood, ganti suasana gitu.
Yeah.
Which movie gonna make you like, when you're sad, which movie you gonna watch? So, ini misalnya movie-nya mungkin, kalau misalnya nonton ini, kalau misalnya kayak biasa lah, misalnya kita cewek ya, kita kayak, kita lagi pengen nangis gitu, lagi pengen nyurahin perasaan gitu. What movie you watch to just let it all out gitu.
Yeah.
Dan yang terakhir, paling gue mau nanya kayak, which movie that we haven't mentioned, that you really, really want to put out there. Karena misalnya, ini movie mungkin kita nggak nonton setiap kali atau segala macam, tapi like you rate it like being high movie.
Yeah.
So kita mulai dari apa ya? Dari yang sedih dulu kali ya.
Okay.
So Miss T, what movie do you watch kalau misalnya lagi sedih, misalnya lagi down, lagi gitu? What movie you will watch either to let it all out?
Yeah.
I guess like just to let it all out, atau to be in the moment, to be in that feeling.
Disney Pixar. I literally, because you guys can't see us, but I literally am on my phone now because I'm looking through Disney Pixar movies, because sometimes, like, I must say, I forget if they are Disney or even Pixar, or I kind of just forget.
Yeah.
But I guess my go-to recently when it comes to like, I just want to be kind of like sad but also feelsy gitu, is kind of like, I would say Inside Out, and more recently Soul.
Yeah.
And Soul is a new one that came out in like Christmas last year. Tapi kayaknya the team that created it juga more or less based it like sort of like made it like kind of like the next Inside Out, or like like a sequel to Inside Out. Or I think they were also the team that created Inside Out, I think. But it's just interesting because it's one of those ones where like I just really want to embrace it and just be like, yes, let's just dive into it and like talk about everything and like deep stuff. And I guess I cried a lot more in Inside Out than I cried in Soul. But I think so if I want to do like, if I want to embrace the tears, then like Inside Out obviously, and everyone knows that Bing Bong scene. But Soul also kind of like, like, it hit me as well, because I was like, it's another way of like seeing kind of
the world.
And still sort of like, it's sad, but it's like good sad, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, kalau misalnya kalian, without giving it away, kita ini dari Aya. Jadi Inside Out itu ceritanya tentang kita following this one girl with all her emotions. Jadi dimulai dari kayak ada happy, ada sad, ada disgusted, ada fear, ada angry. Terus kita kayak lihat, it's really, that's what is so good about Disney and Pixar movies. Like they play with your feels in a good way. Kayak mereka ngejelasin gimana perasaan kita gitu. Tapi tetap aja harus nonton. Kalau misalnya lu boleh rate, what do you think Inside Out 1 out of 10?
For me, probably like Inside Out. I think it's like Inside Out for me is 7.5 out of 10 because while I really do appreciate like the way they like acknowledge like all the different feelings, for me there were other movies that just hit me a lot more than Inside Out. But I think I would like Inside Out is still my go-to for like being all feelsy and sad. That's for me. How about you? What do you think?
Kalau dari gua sih, I feel Inside Out itu mungkin 8 out of 10. Soalnya kayak based on what kalau gue selalu emang pasti feels duluan ya. Jadi Inside Out I really feel the feels that she felt. I can relate to it. I was in the movie. I feel like I was part of Riley's journey. Terus kayak the art is amazing.
The art is good.
Gila itu kayak banyak, there are so many colors but also at the same time so many feelings in those colors. And I wouldn't thought about making it that way. So I giving an 8 out of 10. Nah, untuk kalian semua yang belum nonton Soul, I'm half about it. Banyak banget yang ngomong ke gue, gila lu pasti suka banget sama movie ini. It brings like, it feels and stuff like that. Cuman karena mungkin udah hype-nya banyak, jadi waktu gue nonton I was a bit kinda waiting for it gitu loh. Nah tapi gue gak ngerasa seperti apa yang dirasain seperti waktu nonton Inside Out gitu loh. Tapi overall it's a good message. I love what they're trying to portray. I love the art as always. Their art is amazing. Kayak kepikiran gitu, bisa bikin gambar kayak gitu tuh kepikiran. And so I think I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Just because it's just okay. But yeah, so that's what T would watch if she's sad.
I think also is like, and I know we're just talking about Disney Pixar movies per se, but I know it's gonna like probably extend the conversation, but short films, the Pixar or the Disney Pixar short films. I'm a very big fan of short films, absolutely love them. And obviously Pixar short films is one of the most well-known ones.
It is,
for me, the ones that really kind of embrace those feelings is, there's one called Lou, which is literally about like, I think it's a jacket, but it's basically like a lost and found box. And inside this lost and found box is like a jacket that kind of comes to life. And it's a really just heartwarming story that's kind of like good feels, good tears. So check out Lou if you guys are interested. Another short film is it's kind of sad, I guess. I think it's called The Blue Umbrella. And it's just literally like if an umbrella had a personality kind of thing. So that's really cute. There's so much other like Disney and Pixar short films, but that's just a couple of one of my favorite ones. And I think everyone knows the signature. What is it? It's like a desk lamp that is in the Pixar logo, and they also have that as a short film as well, which is really cute. So I just like to sort of get that, if I want to be emotional a little bit more, like, I don't know, feelsy.
Fair enough.
So
jadi itu rekomendnya T tentang movie yang bakal dia nonton kalau misalnya dia lagi sedih. I thought it was just gonna be one, but we got 4. Cool. So on the other news, kalau misalnya buat gua pribadi sih, I would watch Coco. It's just a deep movie, and it's
the one with the Remember Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that one.
It's just every single time I would still cry. I would still feel the feel. It's just so beautifully written, and just the art as well is so beautiful. Every single song in there makes you like feel things that was meant to be felt. And just like the whole thing was just so good, and I would give it a 9 out of 10 because it's just like it's just about family, about friendship, about dreams, about like it covers everything that you might feel sad about. So like if I feel sad about being lonely, or if I feel sad being not good enough and stuff like that, the movie still say something about that, and it's just like, it just cover a lot of things. So yeah, that's what I really really love about Coco. Now continue on. Ini udah mulai rada happy dikit. Jadi kalau misalnya what movie would you watch kalau misalnya lagi sedih, terus tuh pengen jadi happy? What movie would you watch? Kalau misalnya gua nih, kalau misalnya gua sih, I would watch Moana.
Yeah.
Cause it's just like it's an easy movie to watch. Like there's no much thing to think about. Tapi like every single part of it is just like kind of a build up. Like you go from the beginning, like you're kind of sad-ish with her as well.
Yeah.
About things that are going on around you. But then every single time the song is just kind of like reminding yourself that you are meant to be and you're like you are perfect the way you are. You are amazing the way you are. And go up to the top that you can reach your dream. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
And it just cover a lot of those situations and you know like things that we might be sad about or we might be down about. It's just such an overall good movie, and the soundtracks, oh my god, the songs in that movie is just so amazing. You got How Far I'll Go, you got the Upbeat Shining, you got You're Welcome. It's just all like hit songs but also like easy to go through. You can sing along. You got all these gems and stuff like that. So that will be mine. Like Moana will be my go-to movie to go, like my go-to movie from sad to being happy. How about you?
Sad to being happy. Again, so many different ones. I guess it really depends on sort of like how sad and how happy I want to be. But I guess the one movie, if you want to keep it, you know, to one, which is a good thing to do, because I really can't pick favorites, and I probably should start. You know, I tend to find the one go-to for me that I can just constantly watch, no matter how many times I watch it. I still find entertainment in it. The Emperor's New Groove.
This is from your sad to happy?
Yes. Absolutely love it. I think it's mainly because even though I am in a sad mood, it constantly, without a doubt, will get me, like, it would be such a great pick me up. Like I will just be so happy by the end of it. Like I feel so light, so happy. And it technically starts sad. Like the very beginning scene is like it's meant to be a sad scene. So I guess it's also a representation of like, if I was sad, I'll probably be feeling like that. And then by the end of the movie is like really happy. So like I think that also reflects to how I would be feeling as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I think
I actually never watched Emperor's New Groove.
You have to watch it.
No,
it's so good.
I want to watch it so badly because the only thing that I know from it is just the wrong level thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the only meme that I know from it, and I think it must have like crossed paths when I was in Indo, and like we kind of missed it because like we moved here before it get into Indo. So I need to. That's on my list to watch.
It's one of those ones where it's like it's so funny, and I don't know, like maybe just because it's so comedic as well, and I'm like really into that kind of movies where my sister and I know the full dialogue. Like we can like we would just be like, I remember when we were still sharing one room together, we would be like, you know, in our own beds, but like literally one of us would start the dialogue and then we would just continue back and forth until like the entire movie. So it was so funny. Yes, highly encourage you watch The Emperor's New Groove with some sort of really fun, lighthearted, but also very family friendly entertainment. And I guess I don't know, like that's I think that's my go-to.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you will watch, right? On the sad to happy. So guys,
like
sekarang kita pick me up. Yeah, that's what it's called. Pick me up movie. Don't worry guys, pokoknya semua movie yang kita mention, kita bakal taruh di post app kita. Jadi aku bakal kayak tulis go to pick me up. Apa movie A kayak table gitu, apa T apa, terus nanti kalau set apa T apa, and kalau misalnya karena ini after all it's A rated, we're gonna put like maybe a star next to it or like just a number of what we rate out of 10 this movie is gonna be. Another category that I would really like to know is what is your comfort movie? Jadi ini doesn't matter what happened, whether you're happy, sad, it's just even if you're like the happiest your day or even if it's the lowest, like what movie you will watch for comfort wise. Kalau gua sih, personally I would watch Tangled. I can watch Tangled
good
every day and it would still be fine. The storyline, the music, especially I See the Light, that moment not gonna lie, that would be on my wedding day.
Yeah.
Like, I want that. Like, it's so beautiful. I give it a 9.5 out of 10, just because it's so well written.
Yeah.
The storyline is there. There is ongoing like quirk here and there.
Yeah.
There's still like an ongoing joke from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot mention anything because I don't want to spoil it with you guys, but T knows what I mean.
Yeah.
We're like looking at each other, we're like, yeah, that's the one. It's just so nice, and I think it's also those things, right? Like, for me, I always think that I'm a Rapunzel because just like how overthinking she is when she was in that stage, and I'm just like, that's so me. And a lot of my friends was just like, is that you? And I'm like, maybe that's where I got it from. But yeah, it's just so good, so comforting. I could watch it when I'm sick,
Yep.
watch it when I'm like sad, when I'm happy I would still put it on.
Yep.
Like, it's just an amazing movie altogether. What about you, T? What movie would you watch?
The one go-to for me is this is interesting because I guess there's a couple of Disney live action movies, but I think for the sake of this conversation, there's already way too much animated movies, so maybe just focus on animated movies for the time being. Treasure Planet.
Ooh.
So Treasure Planet, just full disclosure, is literally my favorite movie.
It's underrated,
Yes,
not gonna lie.
it's underrated. Yes, I am in my 20s. I am a fully grown adult. But my favorite movie is a children's movie. If any of you are not familiar with Treasure Planet, is like, I think it's like 2002. 2002, based on Robert Louis Stevenson's book Treasure Island, but it's got like a sci-fi twist, hence why it's called Treasure Planet. It's beautiful. Like, it's such a touching movie. Lots of different themes explored, like family, friendship, like action, drama, a little bit of romance. It's got one of my favorite actors, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, in it. It's got music from John Rzeznik, who, if you guys don't know, he's the frontman of the Goo Goo Dolls. So it's like, it was just one of those movies that was like perfect in every single way, and I absolutely love it, and it's still so relevant, and it's got if you guys don't know, probably won't understand what I'm going to say next, but it's got a cute, fluffy, floating pink thing that I absolutely love since I was little, and I don't know, I just find it that I watch that movie, and I can still find it so relevant as I get older as well.
Yeah.
So that's my go-to, probably. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, either that or
so
Mulan.
That's your comfort movie, right?
Yeah, either or Mulan.
Oh, which Mulan? The new Mulan or the old Mulan?
I must say Mulan too.
Mulan.
Yeah.
No, wait. There's Mulan 2.
There's
know that.
Mulan too. Yeah.
So there's Mulan 1, Mulan 2, and
Yeah.
Mulan live action.
Yeah. So
you want Mulan 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even though I'm
Okay.
like, I think in terms of like reviews, not a lot of people are big fans of Mulan 2,
Yes.
and that's fine. People have their own opinions, but I absolutely love Mulan 2. So
And that's okay. And that's
Mulan
why
2 is
we
my
have
go-to.
A-rated. Because
Yeah.
we might not be agreeing with a lot of people, and we have our own recommendation site where we can recommend things the way we want to.
So that's yeah.
I don't think I have watched Mulan 2. I think I have it on VCD. You know,
Yeah.
the part 1, part 2.
Oh, yeah.
I might have that, but I haven't watched it, so I have to watch that. Do you know that there's Lion King 1.5?
Yes, I've
Yes,
watched that one
so
too.
cool. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, that is what we had so far. We already had 3.
Yeah.
The sad one that you're gonna go to like cry yourself to sleep kind of situation. The pick me up, so from sad to happy.
Yeah.
Now is the comfort that you can watch it anywhere, anytime. So mine was Tangled, and yours is Mulan 2, and also
Treasure
Planet.
Yeah.
Now, what would you recommend people? So it's like a go-to movie that if anyone asks you what to watch, what will you say? Ooh, this one is a hard one. Not gonna lie. But for me, I think it's Ratatouille.
Yes, Ratatouille is a good one.
It's such like, I don't know, I feel like every time, even now when I'm cooking or anything,
Yeah.
I will put the Ratatouille soundtrack.
Yes.
Just because I'm like,
Yes.
everybody can cook.
Yeah.
And then you just have that movie, like music, and like, you feel like you're in France.
Also,
it's so
it's like,
romantic. It's so
because
nice.
it's a food-related show.
Yes.
And everyone's like, foodies now, right? So
Yes.
it's like something that everyone can like be kind of relate to in a way, and it's like, yes, there's like a rat and, you know, animals involved, but it's not like as if it's like a too fantasy, you know, that it's like too unrealistic. Like it is in a way kind of realistic. So I totally agree. Ratatouille is great. It became a TikTok musical recently, so if you guys stay tuned and watch the Ratatouille TikTok musical, that was hilarious. But yeah, no, I feel that Ratatouille has recently become like a thing again.
Yes. I feel okay, for me Ratatouille was like an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just because like I still feel whatever they're feeling. There was still like many scenes that I was on edge.
Yeah.
But then also like just when I look at the food, I want to eat the food. Like I was just like, how do I make that happen? And yeah, guys, if you are on TikTok, there are a lot of people that have made the Ratatouille recipe in live. So like you can follow it and actually make it happen. I haven't got a chance to do that just yet, but I feel like one of these days I'm gonna make it, and then I'm gonna like do it and have it like watching it while making the ratatouille itself. Like that would be so good. So
it looks so good, honestly, to make.
I mean, you don't have to always have a different one. We can go with the same one.
I totally agree with Ratatouille. I think Ratatouille is a good one. I think recommend people. I mean, like a lot of people associate Disney movies with like the Disney princess movies, like the OG classics. So I think it's like it really depends on the person, I guess. If they will be like, oh, if I want to watch a Disney princess movie, then like which one? That's a whole different question, obviously.
Yes,
but like
that's true.
I guess if they want to kind of stay away from the whole Disney princess mindset, then obviously Ratatouille is good, because like Disney creates a whole bunch of, you know, movies that are obviously not princesses. Moving on towards, I guess, like the live action movies, The Parent Trap is very good. It features Lindsay Lohan back in, like, you know, it's a classic movie for all 90s kids though.
That's what you would recommend other people to watch.
I would watch The Parent Trap. The Parent Trap is like similar to those kinds of people who like to watch Home Alone. A very similar vibe. Or even like The Princess Diaries. Do you remember The Princess Diaries?
Is that the one with Anne Hathaway?
Yeah, the one with Anne Hathaway. And it's based on a, you know, obviously series of books. So that one's just like a nice sort of, I guess, funny, feel-good movie. Also, it's like Julie Andrews. Come on, Julie Andrews. Speaking of Julie Andrews, Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins.
I haven't watched Mary Poppins.
You haven't watched Mary Poppins?
I haven't watched Mary
Poppins. Not even the old one and the new one.
Nope, never watched either of them. So
Mary Poppins Mary Poppins is an interesting one. It's kind of like it's sort of in that era when Disney movies had like a lot of music in it, like it's like musical ones. Yeah, so Mary Poppins is a musical one. But I don't know, a lot of people think Lilo and Stitch is the go-to to watch. Yeah. When you watch Disney movies.
Wait, no, this is a go-to that you would recommend other people.
I don't know.
I feel like you're just giving me a lot of movies. You can only choose one. You can only choose one.
We'll just stick to Ratatouille. Ratatouille for a cartoon and The Parent Trap for live action. There we go. Are you happy?
Okay. Yes. because we're supposed to narrow it down for them instead of
Sorry, I'm really bad at this.
But now, now is the part that you're probably gonna love. Because this is the part where you can mention the movies that needs to be mentioned, but not in the category.
Oh.
Which is like basically everything.
Which is basically everything, to be honest.
But if I were you, I mean, if it was me, I would, I guess some movies that, like, this is, what's it called? Honorary Mention?
Yes, there we go.
Toy Story 4. That's
the latest one, right?
The latest one.
Yeah.
It was really good. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
A lot of feels, and it's just one of those movies that you grow up with, and then you end up just kind of, because you grow up with it. Yeah. You feel all that feels, and you know who they are, and you've gone through it. You know the relationship they have with each other. Yeah. And so that was like one of the movies that I would definitely mention. Yeah. That was not mentioned before. Okay, what about you, T? What is your honorary mention?
I think again, it's like because there's Disney movies that are like, you know, a little bit like Tron and Pirates of the Caribbean that we haven't even touched on. Like,
I think we're gonna stick with animation.
Let's just with animation because it's easier, right? Yeah. Incredibles 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely love
the
Incredibles.
Long awaiting thing.
There's, I mean, family, you know, togetherness, but it's also cool superhero stuff. And then Incredibles 2 touched on like house husbands, so like, you know, work from home dads, and that whole concept of like working moms and that kind of modern balance. So I absolutely like really loved and appreciate that.
I think that's what I love so much about Disney movies. Like it caters for both kids and also
Yeah.
adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the, sort of, I guess I'm a big musical person. So my musicals, Nightmare Before Christmas. OG. I absolutely love Nightmare Before Christmas. I love the music in that as well. Really, really nice. Anastasia. Absolutely love Anastasia.
I haven't watched it in so long.
Have to-
I can't remember like what happened in the movie.
Anastasia is so good, and they turn it into a musical as well on Broadway, and it's just, it's amazing. So check out Anastasia, a Goofy movie. It's one of those ones that was like, I think, showing on Disney Channel at first, and then became an actual movie that you can like buy on DVD. That's really funny. A Goofy movie is a good fun. What else?
I would recommend Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph's pretty good. Hey, apparently I haven't watched the second one, but apparently the second one's good.
The second one's pretty good. Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's just so funny, and it's just not gonna lie, I think it's so much better than Emoji Movie.
It's Emoji Movie Disney too? No,
Emoji Movie is not Disney.
Okay,
but
I'm
also
pretty
I
sure
don't
Wreck-It
recommend. I would recommend you watch Wreck-It Ralph
Ralph
or
over Emoji Movie.
Ralph Breaks the Internet, because
yeah.
it still have some part of it, but also it's just so nice. Like it's just so nice.
Fair enough. What else would you think?
But I think apart, like, I guess in case for like the animation, I think that's what I would say.
Yeah.
And I guess if you guys really like this series, I don't know if you guys like the A-rated series, and if you like talking about Disney and stuff, we can have a part 2 where we talk about Disney live actions only. But yeah,
there's so much.
There's so
honestly.
much, and Disney is just so versatile, and we love Disney. We watch Disney all the time, so we have so many thoughts about it. So I guess to recap, just a little bit of a summary that I like to do in the A-rated series. For a sad movie, I will go for Coco. If you have to pick one, which one would you pick? Sad movie.
Just because I'm kind of like feeling it at the moment, so yeah.
So we got Coco and Soul.
Yeah.
And then we don't worry, we'll put Inside Out and the short movies on our honorary mention. We will put it there. We might not put the ratings on it. Second thing is your pick me up.
Yeah, my pick me up.
So mine was Moana, and yours is
Emperor's New Groove.
And then for the comfort one, mine was Tangled, and then yours
Treasure
is
Planet.
And we got the
whole bunch of honorary mentions.
Oh, the go-to first.
Oh, the go-to.
You will like introduce it to someone. Mine was Ratatouille.
I agree with that.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, Ratatouille.
And then we have a lot of honorary mentions. We
so
got Inside Out.
Yeah.
We have Lou. We have the Blue Umbrella.
Yeah.
We have Mulan 2. Specifically, guys,
just
Mulan 2. We have Mulan 2. We have Anastasia.
Yeah.
We have
Incredibles.
What else do we have?
Well, things that I forgot to mention. Up.
Oh, I haven't watched Up.
I think Up is a good one if you're also feeling sad. It's a nice emotional one.
I always watch the first half of Up.
Oh,
until the balloon go up, and then there's that kid, and then that's it. And for some reason, I can't remember anything else.
Can't remember anything else?
Either I fell asleep, or I just didn't continue on. But yeah,
I think the only there's two more that I have to go through, and I'm so indecisive. Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6 is good.
It's a good one, and Princess and the Frog.
Oh yes, we forgot about Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, I must say Princess and the Frog is one of my top ones for musicals.
Yeah, I love it so much.
Because the music is great. Again, like how A said, she puts on Ratatouille soundtrack when I'm I put on the Princess and the Frog soundtrack when I'm cooking. And it's great.
Yes.
It's a great story because it's it's nice. It's a really nice story about working hard that pays the rewards, and being a good friend and being a good daughter. It resonated a lot with me. Yeah.
Nah, I agree. I'm so sorry, Princess and the Frog, for not including you in. That is one of the best movie ever, and I always want to try the food there because it just looks so good with the sugary and just poof kind of situation.
It just makes me want to go to New Orleans and try all the beignets. Yep.
Oh, it's just so good. But yeah, also because we mentioned Big Hero 6. Just have to say it out in the open to the a lot of people out there. Tadashi Hamada is a number one thing.
Yes. Yes.
It's just...
I kid you not, I have a friend.
Tadashi Hamada.
Hamada. There
is
we
the
go.
number one
Tadashi
thing.
Hamada. Yes.
By
I
the
kid
way,
you not, I have a friend that looks exactly like Tadashi Hamada. Yeah, and he dressed up as Tadashi Hamada for like Halloween one time, and all he needed to do was just wear a hat, like wear the cap.
Oh.
And then it's like, wow, you actually really look like him now.
Well, I'm sorry for the viewers and the listeners. You guys can't see the photos, but
Great.
T, you need to show me the
Great.
photos. Thank you very much.
Great.
But yeah, Tadashi
Hamada.
Hamada.
Gone too soon. That's what I'm gonna say.
Even in the latest moment, he sacrificed himself for the greater good.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. He's just too good to be true.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening, guys and girls. Hopefully this Disney movie can, I don't know, maybe you haven't seen most of it like I did, so I have a lot more on my list to go through.
Yeah.
But also if you have watched them, let us know what you think about them, what rate you will give. This might help other people also that want to know if it's worth it to watch the movie or not. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed these episodes of A-rated series. We'll see you guys on the next episode, Kremés podcast episode, or another series of A-rated. We'll see about that. But thank you for listening.
See you guys.
Bye. Thank you for listening.
Jangan lupa like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with your friends.
I'd love to hear from you. Please reach out with your comments, stories, and even questions on what we should talk about. See you in the next episode.
Bye. Dah.